What's up, guys? We're on our way to the premiere of Father Stu with Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark, and Mel Gibson directed it, and it's supposed to be really, really good. Just the fact that they're even making this type of story is great, and yeah, I can't wait to see what it's about. I haven't read anything on the person who it's based on, the actual Father Stu. So going in fresh. I barely remember the trailer, so I don't want to know it. No spoilers. And yeah, let's just go see what's going on. Alright guys, today we're at the Violet Crown Theater. We're here to watch a movie about a real hero who fights injustice, goes through a conversion story, and that hero is Father Stu. To go? Alright guys, so we're at the Violet Crown Theater and we got invited by a friend. I won't mention his name. But
might be beginning with Mark.
Marky Mark himself? No. We and Mel Gibson. We're here to watch Father Stu, and it doesn't come out until next week. I've never been to a premiere in my life for anything, and yet what a better premiere to go to than a Catholic movie. And so it's just great that they're making this type of movie, and we'll see what it's about. And then I'll like review it without spoiling it, just so everyone else can watch it. But go watch Father Stu. Father Stu. I need to tell you guys a secret. Come closer. Father Stu rocks. Catholicism rocks.
The story of Father Stu is the story of Father Stuart Long, who was a boxer from Helena, Montana.
All Saints Chapel, where it is now at Carroll, used to be the gym where Stu learned how to box.
He was a good athlete, tough kid.
He never backed away from a fight.
So that very space from a gym and a boxing ring, it's been converted to a chapel where people meet God. And that's really the story of Stu's life.
Who would know that he was actually going to dedicate the rest of his life and become a priest?
When the man comes around. Rated R.
What's up, guys? So I'm gonna do just a very quick review of the movie Father Stu. I got to see it 2 days ago. I saw it, I guess, like 5 days in advance of when it's coming out. It comes out April 13th, so it's about to be in theaters. And here's the review. I'll say some things that don't have spoilers, and then I guess I'll share some things that might have a little bit of spoilers, and just very quick. So overall, I really liked the movie. I thought it was well done, cinematography, all that. But let's see, some things that I really liked was, one, there was a jab at Hollywood, just because this is a smaller type of movie. Mel Gibson funded it, and there's a joke that calls them like, oh yeah, Hollywood is just a bunch of fascists and communists and hippies. And, there's probably good people everywhere, but majority, it's no secret, Hollywood is very left-leaning. And yeah, and then I like that the fascist term was actually used correctly, where fascists are people on the left. And so fascist, socialist, communists, they're all cousins. It's that type of ideology. Hollywood reeks of that ideology. So that was a funny joke. There were some other jokes, some Catholic jokes, even like jabs at the church, but very funny. So I like those. I won't say any of them, so I don't spoil them. I think those you just have to experience and yeah, just laugh at. And it's good to laugh at yourself. A self-deprecating humor, so very good. I also liked the story. What I liked here is probably, the trailer kind of gives, that he's going to be a priest. You just don't know how. So this could be spoilers. If you wanted to go into fresh, then I guess don't listen to this part. If it doesn't matter to you, then this is what I liked. The vocation part, where he doesn't know, Stuart, what he's going to do with his life. So he's a boxer first, and that's not working out. Then he tries working at a fish market, but that's only temporary because he wants to be an actor, and that fish market doesn't work out. Actor doesn't work out. Then he likes a girl, and he starts dating her, and then he thinks marriage is for him, so contemplates marriage. Then he realizes that's not for him. So he goes through, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like 4 stages that are in his life that he's trying to discern the will of God for his life. Like, what does he want? Even before he even believed in God. So that was part of it, the conversion. And then obviously he has to become a priest, because it's called Father Stu, and he does. And then that's really well done. So that's all I'll say about that. And then I like the relationship between father and son, just the Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg. It reminded me a little of the movie I Can Only Imagine, minus the music. And yeah, it was that same type of dynamic, and I thought it was well done as well. And it has a good story, obviously, like the need for a father and a father figure, and how that works, and just how that's very important and for all of us, really. But then, like, also leaning more on the Father, our Father, who is God. And lastly, I like that Mark Wahlberg, just his statements in general outside of the movie, saying how much this movie means to him, how much he put effort into it, everything from like the weight gain and the weight loss and the different scenes and the boxing, but also that he has said that his Catholic faith, the Catholic faith, is the most important thing in his life. And so it's good to see someone like that is in Hollywood, is in that milieu, as they say, and that he can still live his faith out strongly and devoutly. Also, I want to add that if I were to describe the movie with one word, it would probably be real. I don't normally watch a lot of R-rated movies. The language was crude, and people have talked about that, and it was expected. Like, it just makes it more like, this is not sugar-coated. This is real life, based on a true story, and everything about it was just, it felt real. It felt like raw, and I think that was good. It was different. That what you normally expect to happen, oh, everything's gonna be okay, like in an American movie. Not really. It takes some twists and turns, and so I think real is a good word to describe it. The very last thing is that it was a story about, it has suffering, just like life has suffering, and I thought that was well done as well, showing that, nothing's roses and butterflies and rainbows. Life is tough, but if you lean with God, then it can be beautiful. And I think that was shown it reminded me of John Paul II. I won't say much of the details, but that's how people handle suffering in the right way, the holy way, or Mother Teresa. And yeah, and overall, I think even if you're not Catholic, if you're just Christian, or if you don't believe in God, anything, I think it's still a movie that I would recommend. It's a movie about finding who you are in the context of God, because every movie nowadays is, oh, let me find out who I am. I have to find my identity. Our identity is in Christ, in God. And I think if you've never thought about that, then it's good to just watch the movie and see, oh, this was a real story. It's based on the truth. This is what happened, and this is what's supposed to happen with everyone. So suffering, an element that we like to avoid in our lives, well done. And then just overall, I would say it's a story about never giving up, about being strong. And I think that's something that everyone can relate to, whether you are Catholic or not. So I would recommend it highly, and it comes out April 12th, this Tuesday. So go watch Father Stu. And that's all I got to say. Thanks, guys.